Hello and welcome to my new 737 sim video. It's been a long time since the last video, but I'm back flying, so welcome on this new video. What I will show you today is not the flying of the 737, not the systems, but a short behind the scenes look at the cockpit. So as you can see, everything is cold and dark. Actually, there is no single computer running, so it's completely like if I wanted to start a flight the morning and nothing is running. So I'll show you how the sim is interfaced. I'll show you how I start up the complete sim, what tools do I use to control the simulator, to control the flights. I'll show you this in this video today, so relax and enjoy. Okay, so the first thing, as we said, the cockpit is completely cold and dark, so we'll first have a look behind the cockpit. So actually you will not see very much, but I will explain you a bit. So one important thing, what I did is, as you can see, there are only two cables coming into the cockpit. It's actually one power cable and one network cable. So that's it. There is that's the only connection of the simulator with power and network. So all other cables, including computers, network, all inputs, outputs, switches, etc., are all located into the cockpit. So it's very clean outside. I have no cables. That's the first thing. So what is running behind? We have one grey computer here, and we have three other computers there. The keyboards are only for maintenance, so I don't have access to them. I don't need them, but in case I need to set up something on the computer, I can access it from there. I also have 4 mouses, and it's very difficult to know which goes on what computer. So that's the first thing. I got my main screen here for the outside visual. A little sound here, it's coming from the 5.1 system. That's for the FS 2004 sound. So the aircraft sounds are coming here. Got the subwoofer under my seat, so I get the vibrations, the touchdown, etc. It's very cool. So it's a bit messy here, but that's all cables concerning the switches and annunciators of the main instrument panel. These are all going into an interface card located here in the glare shield. Also got a few cables you can see here, which goes to the overhead interface card, and the main overhead is wired behind on a system card from Flight Expeditions. So that's a bit about the interface of the sim. I'll now start the sim up and show you what steps I do to start a sim. So I'm coming here in my room. The sim is cold and dark, as you can see. There are only 3 things running. Actually the screen is running and gets powered, as you can see, no signal. The sound system is running, and the main instrument backlight is running too. So that's the first switch. It's already done here, so when I put the switch on, these 3 things comes on. So the next thing is I'm gonna start the computers, and to start the computers I got a very handy iPad over here, and I can control the complete sim from this iPad. so let's have a look. I got an application called Splashtop, which I'll now be starting. It's loading now, and as you can see, my 4 computers are displayed here. We got the Sim1, it's the computer running the outside visual. We got Sim2 is the computer running the primary flight display and the navigation display. The Sim3 is running the ACAS and standby instruments, and finally the Sim4 is running the CDU. So as you can see, there is no place over here, so I can't come behind and start each single computer. So using this application, what I can do is I'll show you, for example, for the Sim1. Actually it's in French here, but I can wake this computer, and now if you look on the screen, computer is booting up. So I'm gonna do this for other computers. So the Sim2 boot, the Sim4 for example. I'm not going to boot the Sim4 as I waiting for a new CDU. So the Sim3 I can boot, and as you can see, my first computer for the outside visual is now booted. So I'll go a bit forward and see you again in a few seconds when the computer's booted. Okay, so the computers are now booted. What I did is I already started Flight Simulator 2004, so I'm standing here on the runway, and my other computers are now booted, but nothing is running. So that brings us to the next step, starting the programs. So Flight Simulator is running. I'm not going to start everything now, but what I would do if I would make a complete flight is I'm going on the laptop and I would start Active Sky for the weather, TopCat for example for everything concerning payloads. Regarding the other programs which will be running the displays, actually ProSim 737, we still continue on the same application called Splashtop. Splashtop which was booting the computers, and now that our computers are booted we can click on it and it says connecting, and here we are. So I'm actually live on my primary flight display and navigation display computer. So if I, for example, let's start WideFS, so there it is, and as you can see on my screen, focus, it started too. So that's very easy to access all computers for updates, for starting up like we are doing today. So you can see that connected. So I can start, I'll just for the example start the ProSim display, which is running the 2 visuals. So my 2 screens are booted, as you can see on my iPad, and if we go look into the cockpit, they are there correctly. So I can access each computer from my iPad. I can start every program needed for the displays, for the CDU, for the inputs, outputs, etc. So my CDU isn't running. As you can see, I'm waiting for a new CDU as I broke my screen, and I tried to fix it. I got it fixed, but I got a very bad image, so I'm just waiting for a new CDU. We'll be buying a Flightech Solutions one, very good. So the rest is running perfectly. I'm now also using a new Flight Simulator computer, so my new Flight Simulator computer is right there. Got the most powerful, one of the most powerful computers available with quad-core, etc. And now my Flight Simulator is running at 60 frames per second, whatever I do. So I tested one of the most heavy sceneries in Flight Simulator, like Aerosoft Brussels or Frankfurt, and actually with high detailed clouds, a lot of traffic, etc. I still stay at 60 frames per second, so that's like a real simulator. And concerning the illusion of being in a real cockpit, it's very great. It makes a great addition to this cockpit, and I don't have to worry about do I have good frames, what should I do to get better frames. It's always at 60, so I don't have to worry about this. So that's it for today. Stay tuned for more videos now that the sim is running. I'll show you more. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.